as we make our way into Seabrook Village. Sharon and I do appreciate you guys coming along. This is my second time using the GoPro on the windshield, so I think it's going to work out pretty good. Some of these communities are so tight that using a handheld can be actually dangerous. So anyway, so this is phase one, Seabrook Village. Pretty cool little place. It's about done in here. They've got a few more homes to build, and they got a lot of variety of homes in phase one here. We're going to go around the back so I can show you the alleyways in some of these. These are 40s and 50s. David Weekley, ICI, Providence, Riverside, Toll Brothers, ICI. You can see garages behind the house out into the alleyway. There's a few more lots to build on in here, and some inventory homes for sale. So there's still some ability to get into phase one. But we're going to kind of focus, after we take a little ride through, we're going to go check out phase two, which is coming up, and they're selling now. But check out the green on that house. This phase one actually has some really nice aesthetics to it, I'll say. That's a pretty green. It's got the blue door on the garage back there. So, and since there's 6 different builders, you get a lot of variety of home styles, and they mix them up so that you have a lot of different homes next to each other. So it's really kind of cool. Like I said, it really makes for a really good look in the neighborhood. Oh, well, let me back up a second. Hold on a second. This is a great view of a fully finished street with alleyways that is complete, or fairly complete, it looks like. So stand by a minute. You can see this. And again, this is in phase one. There we go. Which actually phase one was 327 home sites. Phase two will be 209 home sites. Let me get past this gentleman. Yeah, having it on the dash makes it so much easier. But anyway, you can see the alleyway setup. Don't have a lot of driveway, but you do have a lot of, I guess, privacy back here, and kind of an intimate feeling when you're coming home at night and that sort of thing. So that's kind of cool. That was a 2-car with a little golf cart garage attached. And most of these houses have courtyards between the garages, or many of them have courtyards between the garages and the actual house itself. So let's get through phase one here. I like the board and batten look on that one straight ahead. Sharon and I do appreciate you guys coming along on Dwight's famous windshield tours. You can see how tight things get in some communities. And when you put 5 different builders in a community, especially really good ones like we're talking about, it gives you a lot of variety. It gives you a lot to look at, a lot to consider. And that's kind of where Sharon and I come in. We've worked with a lot of builders. We've worked with a lot of folks building houses and buying in the newer communities. And the one thing we pride ourselves on is knowing them, knowing about them, being able to work with them. They're all great people. They're all great people. And Dwight, I work with the superintendents on the job sites, not only the site agents, whereas we spec a house and work up a contract, but on the job sites myself, weekly, hanging out with the superintendents, making sure you get a great home. There's one in framing over there. So let's head over to phase two. What a beautiful day it is. It's 82 degrees by my truck thermometer here in Nocatee. There we go. Let's head over to phase two. Give you guys a little look-see. Again, a lot of homes completed on this street, but some still under construction in different stages. There's one just got sheetrocked that needs to be mudded. That one just got sheetrocked. Got a Hardy lap siding, and Hardy's good product. It's cementatious board, about I believe it's a 30-year guarantee or warranty on it. So it's again, it's really helps with the aesthetics, helps reduce moisture transfer, all that cool stuff. And a lot of what you see, even the board and batten look, that's still all Hardy product or cementatious board. There's a couple different manufacturers of it. Hardy is one of the bigger ones. Okay, got some sod going down on this one. Very cool. A lot of paver driveways. All right, let's head into phase two and give you guys a good look-see with that. Again, 40s and 50s lots, and we're gonna get out and maybe walk a couple of them, or one of them, and kind of see what they look like maybe. They're about 120 deep, I believe. and I say that a lot because most lots and communities these days are in the 120 to 130 range. That's what I've seen, no matter who's really building the community. And a lot of these back up to preserve space, and they back up to each other. There's a lot of interior lots in phase 2. There's some water lots, but not as many as there are preserve and interior lots. So the one thing you always want to consider when you're looking at lots is the direction your house is going to face. Now again, it really is of individual choice. You can have a westerly face in their backyard, or an east, north, south, depending on what you want. So the thing to consider is, in our opinion, sun exposure. So when we're looking at lots with folks, we want to make sure that we really kind of dial in on that and make sure that you know what your backyard's going to look like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so lots to choose from here in phase 2. And I see all the builders they have their signs up. I see some of them with availability signs on them. So I'm not sure which ones are exactly released, which ones are not, but there are plenty already for sale in here. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. We're gonna go down into a cul-de-sac here, which has water. This is the lots we'll look at. We have water and preserve behind them. So let's get down here and we'll check it out. All right, gang, we jumped out and we're gonna look at lot 50 right here. 49 to the left, 51 to the right. And this lot, super narrow in the front, and you can see your potable water inbound on that side. Your center, your stub out basically is going to be for your power in the middle, and then your reclaimed water off to the right for irrigation. But the way this lot is situated, it's in this little cutout, I'll call it. Not a cul-de-sac because it's on a corner, but it is in a little notch, I'll call it. So, but anyway, we talk about which way lot faces and things that you want to consider when you're looking at a house is the position of the lot. Which way does the back face? Which way is the front face? You know, do you want a lot of afternoon sun, or do you not want any sun at all? So things to consider. And what does the lot look at? You got water here and preserve behind it. That's pretty cool. And this thing pies super wide to the back because it's on a curve. I didn't pace it off, but there's a stake there and a stake way over there. So this backyard is going to be huge. Now they'll have to push the house back a little bit because they got to meet front setback requirements when they build a house. But all those things you want to take into consideration. You know, again, which way is it face? What house am I planning on putting on it? How much lanai do I want? Do I want a, you know, very open sunny backyard? Do I want more of a shady backyard in the afternoons, mornings? You know, mornings, noon, and night, that all matters. Those lots face north. Those lots over there are going to face west. So, and west isn't always 100% bad. You're going to have more afternoon sun, but how do the trees interfere with that? Do they dapple the light? Do they break it up some? So it just depends on what you want, what kind of home you're putting on it, and what you're trying to accomplish. And we can look at all of those things as we're looking at houses with folks. All right, gang, we're gonna go look at an interior lot real quick before we let you go, just so you can kind of get a feel for, if you will, a square lot in depth and size, whether it's on preserve or water. The depth is generally about the same if it's kind of a squared up lot. Sometimes if they're on pie-shaped lots, things like that, they tend to vary a little bit. Just depends on the lot and the community. So these are all interior lots on our right, and lots that back up to the main entrance road here, and that goes over to goes over to Seabrook Reflections on the left. So let's take a look at one of these lots, and we'll give you a good idea of what they kind of entail. All right, gang. I just kind of walked this interior lot here, and it's a 40-foot wide lot, about 42 feet exactly, and then about 120-ish deep. So pretty plain Jane lot, no big deal. I walked back to the stake where this property is separated from the other lot behind it. So pretty ordinary lot, and this whole entire street is like that. Both sides of it, they just back up to each other all the way down. But just a little again, a little bit, what you can always look for on lots like this, if you want to see where the lot separation is that you have a reclaimed water meter there and a reclaimed water meter here with some infrastructure, AT&T, and then your potable water here in the middle. All that's usually right in the middle of the property lines, okay? And then your green stub out over here is where the power stub is going to come up for the house for the underground utilities. This is about a 10-foot easement that's out here for all of the utilities. Okay, and then you got your blue, which is which is your potable water for drinking, and all this in this area comes from JEA. All right, and if we turn around, we kind of got the same thing across the street. You got your reclaim, your power, your fresh water, AT&T infrastructure, but that backs up to the main road. They've done a nice job with the palm trees, the fencing and everything out there. So you'll get a little bit of road noise probably here. Once this is all done, you're going to get some cars. It's not going to be crazy. Then you do some of your own landscaping in there. You can really kind of quiet it down even more. So, all right, gang, that was Seabrook Village. Kind of a quick little tour because phase 1 is about 95% done. Phase 2 is just getting going. About 536 overall home sites, 40s and 50s, 6 great builders. Hope you guys have enjoyed the tour. If we can help you guys build a new home, that would be fantastic. We would love to. I think we'd take great care of you. Check our Google reviews. I think you'll be impressed. But if you got any questions about any community for any reason, or just want to give us a shout out and ask any question, we'll be more than happy to answer it for you. We love helping folks. We love teaching things. So anyway, have a fantastic day. We do appreciate you.